Hey, what's up, guys? So I got a viewer comment that asked me to say something about like a rebound relationship after 6 months. I think I'd mentioned in another video about if it's X amount of time, the rebound it's going to burn out, fizzle, and if after a certain point, it's probably not a rebound that she's gotten over you or gotten past the whole thing. Um, so yeah, this whole no contacting, I didn't even really mean to get started. I just started thinking about this one day and decided to turn the camera on and start talking about it. But anyway, so yeah, well, first let's clear this up. It's no contact thing. It's so getting your ex back is a byproduct of what you're doing in no contact. And no contact itself, letting the time pass, letting those negative emotions fall to the bottom, letting all the good, positive, feel good shit rise to the top, because that's what happens over time. It's referred to as the faded effect bias, and it's that people will forget the negative events quicker than the positive, and that's what's left. And especially if you had a little time with them, they're going to have these. There's going to be a time when that negative shit subsides, and the positive stuff is going to come rising to the top, and they're going to start thinking about that stuff, all the good times, the great sex, the stupid things you might have done that she liked in the moment, when she was highly attracted to you. And it does work in your favor if you've had a very high point of attraction at one time. But as far as the length of the time apart before she jumps into a relationship, and look, I'm no expert. They have other people on YouTube who are psychologists and people who have been doing this shit for 20 years, 10 years, who have a fuck ton of client experience, case studies, and all this stuff. I mean, my understanding of this is from a close group of people and my own experience on how this stuff works. And with that being said, yeah, in the very beginning, she jumps in something. It's a rebound. More than likely, it's going to fizzle out. It's going to blow up. It's just, that's her acting on impulse. She's just in that relief, excited phase where, just excited to be freed of the burden of the, because you remember, leading up to this breakup is not like a, you had a fight Monday and, by Tuesday she made a decision to break up with you. It's been coming, and you know that. And I think I've done the same thing, and I've overlooked the same red flags, and I've overlooked the same cues that shit was about to go bad, and then inevitably the end came. So, and this woman has not wanted to have to do this. That's a burden for her. So she's free of that burden. So she's relieved. And now she's going out to doing all the fun things. She's revived. And so if she meets somebody in that time, more than likely it's a rebound. It's not going to work. It's going to fizzle fast. And then, the idea behind it is if she's like, 6 months apart, I mean, chances are she's had the time to sit and think and get over things and process things. And then, yeah, and she meets somebody, takes it slow. Chances are it's not a rebound. Now, I know it sucks to hear that. But here's the thing. It's no contact. It's not about, the sole purpose of no contact is not to get your ex back. Think about it. So you go through no contact. Say she comes back in 2 months and you jump back in, you start doing the same shit. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to lose her a lot quicker too, because she's going to know from the jump, if anything's changed. Women are very intuitive, but the no contact is about you going to work on yourself. You going to find what it is that you contributed to the breakup and go work on yourself. You may have some heavy shit, or you may have some deep childhood trauma that's not going to allow you to ever really be close to a person in a healthy way. You take the time to go shore up your game. Go get your body right. Go get involved in something that emotionally compels you. Go get involved with something that gets you that piques your interest, that gets you involved with other people. Build a social circle. Make yourself more attractive to you, not for her, not for other women, for you. You got to be with you. You got to live in your skin. You got to look at yourself in the mirror every day. Why wouldn't you want to be attracted to that person and know it? That feels way better than any woman's validation. And the byproduct of that is you're going to reattract her, and you're going to attract other women, and you're going to attract people in general. You see what I'm getting at? So you may deal with insecurity, attachment issues, anxiety. There's a myriad of shit that you could be dealing with that hinders your relationships. And at this point, you shouldn't even be thinking about a relationship. You shouldn't be thinking about a woman. Period. She's gone. She up and walked away. She changed the terms. You made it clear you didn't want that. You may have begged and pleaded in the beginning. Not ideal. It happens. Most of the time it happens. You're going to beg for, just listen, let's talk about it, I'll change. Not ideal, but definitely happens more than not. Then, and she's gone. She made that decision. Now she lives with it. You're done. No, you're done. She's dead to you. And that's how you have to see it. You have to view it from that lens. She made a decision to change the terms. She knows, she's well aware you didn't want to do that. She's well aware you wanted to stay and work shit out. Apparently, she'd lost enough attraction to where that was not an option at the moment. So you're done. And the worst thing you can do is go back and try to chase. That's just, don't do that. So take a couple days, let it suck, because it's going to suck. You're going to be upset. Then you got to move on, and go do that shit I was talking about earlier. Hit the gym. Go arrange some time with the fellas. Go meet new people. Go do new things. What's something you've been thinking about that you just don't have the confidence or the belief in yourself that you're going to be able to do? But you really want to do it. Fucking do it. You got a golden opportunity. You got nothing holding you back but your own self right now. I guarantee you, you take those little small steps to working on you and focusing on you, chances are, when she comes back around, you ain't even going to want her. You're going to be swimming in ass. You're going to have attracted other women. Maybe you will. Maybe you will. But right now, in the beginning of it, you're clouded, you're hurt, your heart broke, you're anxious. I wonder what she's doing. I wonder if she's with somebody. I wonder if she's thinking about me. You're going through all that. And once you shift the focus onto yourself, then you start reaping the benefits of that. And you start seeing what it feels like to feel good from your own validation, from your own hard work, from your own commitment, from your own discipline, your own love. That it's not going to matter anymore. It's not going to matter. But that's where you want to be anyway. You don't want to enter a relationship where you're dependent on another person to validate you or complete any part of you as a person. A woman is a complement to your life, not a necessity. And frankly, nobody wants to be that in anybody's life. I know I sure don't want to be. You may think you want to be, but you don't. That's a lot of weight to hold up. That's pressure. I don't want that shit. I want somebody who's just as awesome as I am, who's just as badass as I am, and we add to each other's life. Not short or long term. I don't like needy people. And, stable people, healthy people, secure, attractive, don't like needy people. So, you go into no contact, you're working on yourself. And it's okay to look back and think, well, I did this, I should have done this. You fucked up. You made mistakes. So what? So what? It takes two people to start a relationship. It takes two people to keep a relationship. It takes two people to end a relationship. You had a part. So don't beat yourself up. Own it. Take it for what it is. You fucked up. Be honest about it. Look, I got needy. I got insecure. I don't know. Whatever. You'll know what you did. But confront it and work through it. Work on it. Work through it. And know that's a thing. It may be something that has deeper roots than that, simple insecurity. Well, why? Why are you insecure? That's for you to find out. But that's what no contact is about. It's not about, I'm going to show her. I'm just not going to call her and make her start missing me. When she comes back, you're going to fuck it up immediately. She's going to know it. She's going to know if you did something. You're not going to have to say anything. She's going to know if you changed, if you did some work or if you didn't. But, so make it about you. Because that's what this is about. That's what your life is about. You should be your number one priority. At some point, you put this person on a pedestal. Put them above you. A woman does not want to look down on you. She doesn't want to look down at you thinking, this is the guy I'm supposed to feel safe and be with and feel protected and be attracted to. Look at him. He doesn't even believe in himself. He thinks I'm better than him. Ugh. Gross. And, over time, you do the little things, start lowering attraction, you start listening too much, everything she says she wants. So you start doing those things, but she's pulling further away, and you try, so you go running harder and faster. She runs away harder and faster. The attraction is steadily dropping to the point where she's gone. And along the way, you start getting shit tested more. She becomes disrespectful. All that good stuff. And yeah, it was the way you are showing up. It is. Absolutely. A lot of times. Large majority of the time. That's the way you showed up. And eventually you just lose attraction. That's really when a woman leaves a man, that's usually the I don't know what word I'm looking for, the attraction has gone to the point where she doesn't feel anything anymore. That doesn't stay like that always. But, I kind of ran off a little bit. Anyway, you get the point. No contact is about you. Go do you. Forget about it. You're done with her. You're done. If she reaches out, you're still interested. Don't play pen pals and don't play, I'm going to be on the phone with you for 3 hours. Get on the phone with her. Be lighthearted. Be cool. Be a little sexual without being awkward or creepy. Let her know there's a vibe there. Put a sexual vibe in it. Tell her you want to meet up. Make a date. Get off the phone. Don't chit-chat. Don't go talking about the relationship. God, don't do that. Don't say anything. If she reaches out for any reason, that's pretty much her saying, hey, I miss you. Set something up. Be the man. Take me out. I want to see you. She's not going to tell you that. She's going to tell you some shit like, hey, where's that restaurant we went that time? Hey, you remember that time we were at such and such and that song came on? Oh, I heard it. I thought about it. Or I think I left something at you. Or you got something over here. Do you want it right now? You're going to get some bullshit like that, typically. Hey, great to hear from you. Love to see you. What's your schedule look like? Let's catch up. Something like that. I don't know. It ain't to be exactly that. You get the picture, I hope. And shut the fuck up about what you did. Don't go explaining, hey, while you were gone, I did all this, and I did this work, and I realized the error of my ways, and I'm sorry things got to where they were. Shut up. Take her out and have fun and have sex with her again. Lay pipe. That's all you're trying to do. She reaches back out and you're interested, that's what you're trying to do. Build that attraction back up. Which means be attractive, which means don't do the shit you were doing before. Stay out of your head. Stay out of your feelings. Do the shit that she liked from the get-go. Be the guy you were that attracted her initially. And I know it's easier said than done, but that's what this time apart is about. It's like a little reset. Good shit comes back to surface. She's thinking about you, the guy you were, fucking amazing sex, all this good stuff. She'll back up as that guy. Don't mention a word about a relationship, because at this point it doesn't matter. You could have had 10 years with her. You're dating. This is your first date, and that's it. You have no currency there. It's a restart. It's a reset. You back on day one. First date. Have fun. Be light. Be smooth. Be a little cocky. Be sexy. Get it back to her place or your place. Logistics, man. It's all. This is like a. It's time she's reaching out. She's gonna see you. Well, let me see. Let me see. She's been thinking some good shit about you. Kind of missing. Maybe I was a little too harsh. I had a part in it. Let me call him. Let me see. Don't start back and forth. All right? Don't do that. Listen to me. Do not do that. I know you're going to want to sit there. You're going to be so elated. Some of you not. Some of you are going to be like, psh, whatever. I got 2 dates this week. I ain't got time. You walked. I'm good. It's okay. Either way is okay. I'm not judging. So, and that's it, man. Don't get heavy. Don't get deep. Don't treat her like a girlfriend, because she's not your girlfriend anymore. Them days are done. She's a brand new chick. She's a brand new chick. And you basically, and I don't want you to think of yourself as like somebody who's got a tryout, but I mean, basically it's like another shot. If you want to see it, I don't know. Maybe it's not a good way to look at it, because actually she's getting another shot, and that's, you got to believe that shit. And at some point, after all the boohooing and all goes away, and you've done all the sobbing and feeling sorry for yourself, you have got to realize you are the prize, and you got to mean it. You got to internalize that shit. You got to know that. She's not going to know that unless you know that. If you don't believe that, she's not going to believe it. And you will act as such. And she will treat you as such. Believe me. So, internalize that shit. You are the fucking prize. I don't know if you completely understand that yet. You are. You are. A high-value man is rare. A man who's done work on himself and knows himself and enjoys his life and enjoys himself, takes pride in himself. It's not scared to venture out into uncertainty. Take action, take risks. That's not very common. That's not very common. You got to understand that. But then, I mean, you really got to do the stuff to become that too. You can't just go claim that and not show up as that. You will be uncovered right away, because you're going to get tested. Better believe you're going to get tested. On that first date back, she's going to test your ass. Better just be all right about it. Know how to deflect that shit. You know how to pass that test. So anyway, I'm rambling now. I'm going way off track. I don't even remember where I left off when I was trying to make a point to end this video. But the origin was, after 6 months, yeah, good chance she's moved on. But so what? Who cares? She moved on. Her loss, right? Her loss. And if by 6 months you're still pining over this woman, you haven't done shit. You're going to be the same person. When somebody else comes along, you're going to lose them the same exact way if you end into relationships. And chances are you wouldn't handle a rotation anyway if you're feeling like that about yourself. You're not going to be able to have a rotation. So I wouldn't even be concerned about that. So 6 months, you should have. I'm not, that's a tough one. Forget about it. Move on. I know it's easier said than done, but you got to commit to that shit. You got to start working on yourself immediately, improving yourself. You know the things that you would like to see different. You know where you would like to be stronger, more competent. You know that. You already know. Start. They have tons of resources out there. Tons. Go get a counselor to begin with, a social worker, whatever. There are plenty of resources for you to begin on a path of self-improvement, to being a well-rounded, masculine, centered man who is desired by women. It's a journey. But enjoy the journey, enjoy the discovery, enjoy yourself again. That's attractive. That looks good. It feels good for everybody. Most importantly, you. So do that shit. But yeah, 6 months down the line, she's probably had time to settle in, and get used to the fact that, y'all been apart. She's met somebody. And I'm not saying count it out. This dude could go to fucking up immediately. And you hear from her. So, but my point is you shouldn't even be worried about that. I know you care. But look, who do you care more about? It should be you. So, and remember, no contact. It's about you. So go do the work. Like, comment, subscribe.